Hello friends, welcome to the Astro-Vedic Jyotish channel. Today we are going to look at the various categories of trines that are basically formed as a combination of various houses in a horoscope. If you are familiar with basics of Vedic astrology, you are familiar that we have three specific most important houses, which are first house, fifth house and ninth house, and this is also called a trine, specific trine. Similarly, the other houses in the horoscope also belong to a specific category of trine, which is what we are going to see today. So, in Sanatana Dharma, there are basically four purushaarthas. Purushaarthas meaning the purpose or goals of human beings. So, first purusharth is dharma, which is the righteousness and adherence to one's duty. Second purushartha is called Artha, which specifically talks about money and career. Third purushartha is called Kaama, and it's basically the set of desires and fulfilling those desires. And the last one is called Moksha, which is the final liberation of soul. So these are the four purusharthas, and for each purushartha, we have a specific trine category associated with it. So if we talk about the first trine, which is a dharma, and it includes first, fifth, and ninth house. So this is basically the first house, this is fifth house, and this is the ninth house. So together these three houses forms a dharma triangle. So this first, fifth, and ninth house, which is called dharma trikona or trines of duty, it represents person's potential for spiritual growth. They indicate success, good deeds, and fortune, and could be a lack of it as well based on the past karma. These houses also reflect one's prosperity, intelligence, and sense of righteousness. A person's character, wisdom, and morality determine how they follow dharma, the first purpose of human life. Now, if we move from first house to the second house, which is basically like moving to this house. Similarly, from the fifth house, if we move to the next house, which is sixth house, and from the ninth house, if we move to the next house, which is 10th house. So second, sixth, and 10th. Together, these three houses also creates a trine. So this is basically a next trine. So the second, sixth, and 10th houses, they form Artha trikonas or trines of money. It represents the material aspect of life. The second house signifies wealth. The sixth house represents service, and the 10th house, it relates to career and social activities. Together, they show a person's financial activities and how they pursue Artha, the second purpose of life. Now, if we move from second house to the next house, which is third house, similarly from the sixth house, if we move to the next house, we come to the seventh house. And from 10th house, we move to the next house, which is 11th house. So it's basically 3rd, 7th, and 11th. These three houses creates the next trine. 3rd, 7th, and 11th. So the 3rd, 7th, and 11th houses, they form the Kaama trikonas or trines of desire. It represents one's desires and how they are fulfilled. The 3rd house signifies persistence and hard work. The 7th house represents relationships and partner, and the 11th house indicates gains, and together they show how a person pursues Kaama or the desires and fulfillment of these desires, and it's a third purpose of life. So if we move to the next house from the 3rd house, we reach to the 4th house. Similarly, from the 7th house, if we move to the next house, we come to 8th house, and From 11th house, we move to the 12th house. So 4th, 8th and 12th, these three houses forms the next category of trine. So 4th, 8th and 12th houses, they form the Moksha trikonas or trines of liberation. It represents path to spiritual freedom. The 4th house represents harmony. The 8th house relates to occult and spiritual awakening. And the 12th house represents moksha or liberation. So together they show how a person pursues moksha, the fourth purpose of life. So if you find this video interesting, thanks for watching, and please let me know what subjects or topics that you would like to see the videos, and I'll create the videos on such topics. Thank you all.